It's unbelievably taxed, this system, and the security laxes have caused so many problems economically. But the biggest problem right now that the worry is for the Trump administration, and not just Trump himself, but the top terror experts say if we don't crack down on this, we're going to have more threats, more people blowing themselves up and doing these insane things, because ISIS has even volunteered information directly saying that they will embed people in with the refugees from all these countries because it's an easy way to go, especially when Obama said he's going to bring in over 100,000 of them. It'd be easy. Gosh, in 100,000, if you get 5 of them, 10 of them determined terrorists, that's just enough, isn't it? Yeah, I'll be the first to say, and to say this publicly, internationally, this goes everywhere around the world, that not all of them that come into the country or try to get into the country, or even undocumented immigrants, are bad people. So I just want to preface that they're not all bad people. There's a lot of good people that are well-intentioned. But that's not a way to enter the country, to be legal and then be proud of being an illegal immigrant. And then to have mayors and I just don't get that actually support that, for not upholding the law. And to me, if you don't uphold that law, then what good is any of the other laws on the books? Why should they follow the law? If they don't have to be documented, then, I guess they can, like de Blasio said, you can drive drunk. Remember he got in trouble for that last week? You're not going to be deported. We're not going to send you. If you didn't hit anybody, that's okay. But if you were just swerving around, that's okay. If de Blasio said that. See, this is the mindset. But you don't hear de Blasio saying, we want to make you legal. We're going to find ways to make it legal. No, he's not saying that at all. It's just ridiculous. It's these liberals that are these progressive liberals that, for whatever reason, I don't know what they're drinking, I don't know what they're smoking, but they have gunked up our cities, they've gunked up our country in ways that have set us back in so many ways. Unbelievable. And people wonder where the jobs are, and they wonder why our communities have ended up the way they are. It's because when you have unaccountability and when there's no incentive to actually do it the right way, what you get is you get a bunch of underachievers, okay, mediocrity, okay, and what that does is it breeds and gets worse. It doesn't get any better. Oh, there's the exception to the rule. There's always somebody that will do well, yes, but more often than not, as you can see, it doesn't end up to be a good thing. And then it's a generational thing where you get people on food stamps, you get people on the system, they never break it, and it's just, it becomes a paid voter situation where they know they're going to get the vote every single time. And it didn't work, did it? This time around, overwhelmingly, the House, the Senate, the White House, everything, Republican. We'll be back right after this.
This thing called life, we're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
For the People is on the air for you. Each day we strive to tell it to you straight, not watered down, so you can know what's going on each day. Our show is different from many of the others on air. We're not afraid of the PC police, and we explain our position, at the same time understanding the left's position and what we can do to further a conservative agenda for America. For the People is listener-supported and relies on listeners like you to help us get the word out. So, if you like what we do and want to help For the People, sign up today at our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Your support allows us to report the news fearlessly and guarantees our survival on the air. As a thank you, we'll send you our monthly newsletter with commentary and money-saving tips. Can we count on your support? Thank you for helping America. To become a For the People member, log on to forthepeopleshow.com. Now,
I'm a mom. And just like millions of other women, that's why I own guns. We're responsible, we're law-abiding, and we're everything that makes America strong. Every day, we're willing to use a firearm to defend our families. But the media will never tell those stories. If a mom puts a gun to the face of a home-invading thug and makes him run for his life, the story gets buried. But if she's unarmed and murdered, the cameras will be at the scene before the police. It's time for moms like me to speak out. We are the majority. We demand the freedom to defend our families. And we challenge the media to tell the truth about our rights. I'm the National Rifle Association of America, and I'm freedom's safest place.
Listener supported and proud of it. For the people. Now back to Keith.
Our website, by the way, folks, is forthepeopleshow.com. And if you'd like to sign up and become a For the People member, you receive our newsletter, which is going to be out shortly here. Sometimes we don't do it right on the first. There's so many things we research to put in to be timely, and that's going to be coming out in the next couple days. Sign up at forthepeopleshow.com and become a member. And you can do that for $1 up to $45 a month. So you pick the denominator, but it will keep us on the air. We are 100% listener supported, and I got to say, like the announcer said, we're proud of it. Now, this is a kind of a crazy story because, you know, Air Force One, when it's up in the sky, you have to pretty much stay away from it. There was a private plane that got within 2 nautical miles of Air Force One. Did you hear about this story? Trump was at his Mar Largo, Florida home there at the golf course, and this was an incident that's being investigated by authorities, according to Bloomberg. They reported on this. The planes were flying on a parallel route. As the story says, there was no risk of a collision during the incident, which occurred about 30 miles out on a February 3rd. This is when it happened. Sources told the news agency President Trump arrived safely at Palm Beach International Airport, as we know. Reports said that when Air Force One is in flight, Secret Service agents work with FAA supervisors and monitor for threats. So they're just trying to figure out what this plane was doing. A little too close for comfort. We don't know if they're trying to videotape it, trying to get near it. But, Air Force One is unlike most aircraft. And one of them, they pointed out, can be refueled in the air with an unlimited range, which is kind of cool. And some of our military planes can actually do that, which is kind of cool. And its electrical systems harnessed to protect against electromagnetic pulse, EMP also, which is a good thing. It can happen for the sun or a bomb, a nuke bomb, that is. So they can continue operating as a mobile command center in the event of an attack on the United States. And the president and most of those who fly within him, did you know this, enjoy 4,000 square feet of floor space on 3 levels, including a suite for the president with an office and a conference room and a medical suite that can function as an operating room in an emergency, and a doctor is always on board. That is pretty cool. I'd say that's a somewhat upgrade. It may not be as gold-plated inside as Trump's plane, but that sounds pretty sexy to me. I wouldn't mind flying aboard. I guess it's got to be cool for reporters to fly aboard that city in the sky, but it's unbelievable what they can do. But it was a kind of a scare for them. I guess that's why it made it to Bloomberg, and I guess they were going to get ready to send something out to counteract that plane that was coming in. Oh, we got to take a break? Okay, well, we can do that. For the People continues live across America. I'm Keith Allen. Carl Jarvis up next. For the People has a special opportunity for you. If you own a business and want to gain a national audience that is loyal and will do business with you, imagine being able to get your product and or service into the hands of tens of thousands of people each week. Sponsorship opportunities are now available at rates you can afford. Finally, the show you love with your business supporting what we do in partnership. Start running your commercials today. To contact us, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. For the People is on the air for you. Each day we strive to tell it to you straight. not watered down, so you can know what's going on each day. Our show is different from many of the others on air. We're not afraid of the PC police, and we explain our position, at the same time understanding the left's position and what we can do to further a conservative agenda for America. For the People is listener-supported and relies on listeners like you to help us get the word out. So, if you like what we do and want to help For the People, sign up today at our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Your support allows us to report the news fearlessly and guarantees our survival on the air. As a thank you, we'll send you our monthly newsletter with commentary and money-saving tips. Can we count on your support? Thank you for helping America. To become a For the People member, log on to forthepeopleshow.com. Now.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Hi, I'd like to report a bear hug.
Uh-huh, okay.
Well, we were building a bonfire, and I saw some, dry brush and leaves around, so, I said to move the bonfire somewhere else, and out of nowhere, Smokey Bear shows up and hugs me.
So you noticed some wildfire hazards and moved your bonfire to a safer location.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Smokey, all right. He likes it when people help prevent wildfires. It hits him close to home. Not everybody gets the hug, my friend. So that's pretty special to get a hug from Smokey Bear.
So it was him. Hey, guys, I told you it was Smokey.
Okay, well, congratulations, my friend. And thanks for calling. There are many ways to prevent a wildfire. Learn how you can do your part at smokeybear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service, Ad Council, and your state forester.
Hey, there he is. How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand or what?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
Are you okay?
I'm having a stroke.
Your face looks weird, too.
I'm having a stroke.
Are you having a seizure or something?
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear.
I'm having a stroke.
You just need to know the sudden signs. Look for FAST, F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. Or S, speech difficulty. Then T, time. Time to call 911 immediately, because the sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Know the sudden signs. Face, arm, speech, time. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Keith Allen and For the People, and no Carl Jarvis right now. We tried to dial him up during the break and try to do him a little bit early, but maybe he's just doing another interview, but we'll try him back in just a little bit to get him back on. But he's been a good guest on our broadcast, and so we can't write Carl Jarvis off right now. No. But he's a great expert, and you may want to look him up at carljarvis.org. We're going to try to call him up. Let's see. What's his number? Yeah, we're going to just do it live here on the air. Why not? And see what's happening here. Yeah, we're going to have to let that just process here. In a moment, okay, we're still trying to connect him here, but he'll be with us in a second here. We're just going to try to do it live. That's cool. All right. When you multitask, this is like shop talk. This is stuff they would hear off the air, but that's what happens when it's live radio. Occasionally, you're going to kind of get that glitch, and that's not a bad thing. All right. So Blumenthal's comments, I wanted to briefly just talk about that. He says he's not okay with Trump's actions, what he's talked about with the Supreme Court. Is Carl there? Carl Jarvis? Okay, he's not there yet. We'll try back one more time. This just reminds me of what everybody said about him, Donald Trump, that is, about his comments. And this really solidifies everything that he's done that's been unpolitically correct, not in favor, not by the status quo, by anything like that. It just reiterates that Trump's not changing. He's not going to change. He's making people rethink what they're doing. And to me, if there's any inkling of an activist